In this video, I want to tell you about the enormous benefits of trying something new, or of being green in November. Hi, my name's Christine Conroy. Welcome to Happy Stuff and Fluff, a channel for women who are getting happy, living longer and growing younger. And on this channel, everything I talk about is to help you to do just that. And today I'm talking about the T in the Conroy concept of happiness and well-being. If you don't know what that is, here it is. These are 7 things that I think you need to pay attention to in order to become your most happiest self. Close relationships, being outcome and goal oriented, living in the now, contribution, which includes purpose and meaning, exercise and pleasure. But what we're talking about today is trying something new. And to kick us off, I'd like to quote Ray Kroc, who was the founder, businessman of the McDonald's, the American founder of the McDonald's empire. And he said this: as long as you're green, you're growing. As soon as you ripe, you start to rot. And I couldn't have put it better myself, only now we have the science backing up this fantastic quotation by Ray Kroc. Of course, being green, I'm not even sure if people say it anymore, but certainly when I was growing up, if you were green, it meant you were new at something and you didn't really know what you were doing. And it's not really a comfortable place to be, is it? When you feel as though you're not sure what you should be doing, where you should be going, how you should be feeling. All of that is you being green. But the beauty of it is, just for the slightest amount of discomfort, for the smallest amount of time, you get the most amazing benefits of trying something new. Now, the thing is about this, it doesn't have to be huge things. You don't have to, travel halfway across the world or go to India to find yourself or do any of those things. Of course, those things would be amazing if you did. But the thing is, if you try something new, you become a new person. Even if it's the smallest of things, it changes your brain. That's the biggest thing. What trying something new does. Now, as I say, it doesn't have to be enormous things. Have a look at this. You can learn a new instrument and a musical instrument, and the ukulele apparently is one of the easiest to learn. You could do that. You could just try some new food. If you're anything like me, I'm as guilty as anyone. If you're anything like me, I know what I like. Very occasionally I can be tempted into trying something new as far as food's concerned. I love this lady's face. But yeah, just try it. You might love it, and it would make a whole new difference to your palate and to the kind of foods that you eat. Go somewhere you've never been before. Now, it doesn't have to be over the other side of the world. It could be a different part of town that you've never been to before. Of course, I'm experiencing that every time I go out the front door at the moment, because we moved recently to a completely new area. So we're out trying something new in that sense practically every weekend. Change your hair colour. Really go green. And change your hair colour. Now, I'm not really suggesting you have that colour unless you love that colour, but change it up a bit. Go a bit blonder, have some highlights put in, do something, try something new, something different that you haven't done before. You might feel amazing. And then watch a new television series or a new programme on TV, something you would not usually watch. Just try it, I guess is what I'm saying. And then the biggie here, learn something new. Learn something new. Again, doesn't have to be, you don't have to go and, do a degree or anything like that. And as you can see here, you can teach old dogs new tricks. That used to be a saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, yes, you can. We know now from a scientific point of view that it is possible to grow your brain. And you do that by learning something new. And it could be anything at all. It could be something practical like flower arranging. It could be something like maths. If you felt you weren't very good at math at school, you could perhaps start to do a little bit of that to get your brain going. There's loads of things that you could learn. I don't have to tell you about those things. But why I've put these up is because I want you to know that it doesn't have to be big things. You've heard me say it before. Go to work a different way tomorrow. Just jump in your car and drive somewhere you've never been before. You never know what that experience might bring, who you might meet, what you might see, what opportunities it might open up for you. Let me tell you why you should do this. Just look at these benefits. Look at these benefits of trying something new. And as I say, even the smallest of things, first of all, it broadens your horizons. It lets you know, actually, there's a whole lot of things out there that you could do that you've never even thought about before. It encourages, especially if you're learning something new and you're going to a class, it encourages social friendships and connections and interactions and so on. Certainly develops your capabilities if you're learning something new. And even if if you do drive a different way, it's a challenge, it's a small challenge, and you grow from that challenge, which means it inspires confidence. It gives you confidence once you've tried something new, and that promotes optimism. It makes you feel more optimistic about your future, and it makes you feel more in control. Listen to this one, ladies. This is a massive, whacking, great big benefit. It delays cognitive decline. Now, if you read my book, Stitcher on Silver Linings, I mentioned a study that had been done where when they looked at the brains of academics, so people who had learned an awful lot over their lives, they showed signs of dementia, but they didn't display the symptoms of it when they were alive. Now that's amazing. That on its own should be enough to spur you to learn something. You can learn something new from your armchair. It doesn't take a lot of effort, and I implore you to do that one. It makes you more interesting because you've got more to talk about, new things to talk about. So in general, it makes you a better person to be around, and altogether, it increases your happiness and well-being. That's why I've just done a short on the subject. Some of you will have seen it, but I want to drive this fact home. It helps you so much. All of these benefits and more. And to end the video, I want to end with another quotation from John Wooden. Wooden, is it? Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys from the US, the basketball player, and he said, "It's what you learn after you know it all that counts." I think that's amazing. Question of the day, tell me in the comments box something that you've always wanted to learn. Perhaps make a list, but just tell us one. Something you've always thought you'd like to learn. I'd like to learn to play the piano. I'll kick you off. Okay, I hope you take that on board. I really do, because it could help you enormously. It will help you enormously. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember that on the Happy Stuff and Fluff, we're getting happy, living longer and growing younger. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.